Hello, 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 it's the ghost of Becker Wozat. Ooh, I've had these weird dreams about being dead. It's really weird. All right, well, I'm alive. In fact, I'm actually still alive here. Here we are. I'm here. Where am I? Well, I think you know where I am. And if you don't know where I am, that's because you haven't seen this room very often. And why haven't you seen this room very often? We're here. We're playing Zero. Wait, I just pressed F3 and nothing happened. Hold on. Oh, you know what the problem is? I do F1 first. Okay. We're on. See if I can see this here. I keep looking in the upper left. It's not in the upper left. It's on the upper right. 26.1.2. And we don't have Iris working because Iris doesn't work with Vulkan, but DH is being changed to work with Vulkan. Although we don't have Vulkan yet. The next version should have Vulkan. We're in the bedroom. We're at the school. And we are ready to do some work. Well, almost. Sniff. Comical sniff. What is that? Oh, that's just... All right. I haven't even put doors here. I had a door. I remember having doors. What happened to the doors? Maybe I'm not remembering them. What's in the... There's nothing even in miscellaneous items. This place is a mess, and we're going to prove it. Nothing in miscellaneous blocks. I removed them all. I moved them over to the old base. However, we got plenty of cobble, and I'm going to move some cobble. As you can see, I've got a helmet I got to put on. I got a bread I got to wear. I got some shulkers. I'm going to mess around with things. We're not opening the school yet. Oh no, but we are having something magnificent take place. I'm going the wrong way. Everything feels more academic. Can you smell the academia in the air? Maybe you could smell it in the air. Maybe it doesn't look much different. We still got this ritual cauldron. Oh, look at this. B for buckets? B for buckets? I don't know. Well, here it is. I don't know where that spider is. I hear a spider, or heard a spider. Must be underground somewhere. Okay, here we go. As you know, the Dogwoofs School of Wizardry has had this rather dilapidated looking sign, and we want to fix that. Oh, crap. I didn't want to fix it that much. Don't damage the damn place. Alright, here we go. Dogwoofs School of Wizardry. Now you're playing with power. Yes, sir. It's nice. It's solid. It really does what you want it to do. It's the sign we all wanted. Well, we knew we were going to need something like this eventually. Well, no, we didn't know that. All right, let's focus on what we've got. I left the door open. And I still have a bed in here. All right, now this was such a good idea. I decided this was going to be how it was going to be for the rooms. And once I decided that, it was. I'm hearing thunderclaps. It's not even supposed to, but maybe it's raining. Maybe it's supposed to rain, but it's not supposed to be thunderstorming. Well, I'm in the basement. You won't hear it so much. Okay. I finished the edging. I finished this. I don't know what I've got. Oh, look at all that. I used some of this, but, well, I believe I'm done. Oh, well, I'm not done with working on the school. There's still things to do with the school. Like, the school nurse needs an office. That sign that says Saving World, I thought I turned it off. All right, hold on. What turns it off? Saving. Saving text. Saving text. Saving text. It's not under music and sounds. It's not under video settings. Is it chat set? Command suggestions. Do we want that? I don't know what that is. How do you turn off saving text? Just do this and it says saving world. How do you get this? Alright, I don't know. Alright, well, we gotta fix this. In future, we will be... Oh, that's too high up. We gotta make an office in here. We gotta put supplies in there. The staff only. Haven't worked on this yet. And we have to work on that. We're working on the idea of the table. As you can see, it kind of works, but I don't know what we're going to do with it. Oh, there they are. I thought the signs were supposed to be over there, but no, they're over here. And we got the sign that says, nothing is Ipsel Mosby. I always like that. 102. This was going to be a classroom, but then I decided it would not be a classroom. It would be an unused room for other purposes. We might even have a storage room, but our storage room is downstairs, really. So I don't know what we're going to use this room for, but it could be like a catch-all for... It's just not meant to be a classroom. Something like that. Okay. Well, we're here. Now, we'll save that surprise. We'll save that surprise. Okay, 103 is the first regular classroom. We have finished it. It's the template for the floor, really. We've got all the chairs and the tables, and they're all set up. We've got room for nine students. I couldn't find a way to get more than 9 students in here. And we've got ourselves a blackboard. And it's, well, it's not really black, is it? It's one of those bluish boards. When I was a kid, I wanted a blackboard so much because I was always needing one because of the stuff I worked on. And here it is. Here is a blackboard. Only, like I said, it's this funny color, greenish. But that's how they are with these things. I like this. I think it's good. It needs work, I think, but it's well lit. It might be better if we had lamps instead of regular torches. I'm not sure yet. But that's the template for all the other rooms that are 2 by 1 sections. You know, they're all going to be like that. Now, the first floor doesn't have any windows for some strange reason. I still don't know the reason. It's how mansions are, I guess. So so I don't know what to make of that. But we've got rooms. I gotta find a double-sized room. Is this one? Here's a 1 by 1 room. Now what they do, we have 8 chairs but no tables, and the teacher stands. So it's a much more informal class. And there's always oxygen problems with it. This is one where it goes like this. It's sideways, you know. All right. Still haven't worked on the gymnasium. We've added a door, but we'll explain that when we get to it. We got a lot of explaining to do. Uh-oh. It's just seized up. It's been doing this occasionally, and I don't know why. Well, while we're waiting, how is everybody else doing today? Have a drink of water. Here we go. Okay. I don't know why it does it. Now, the assembly hall, the doors have been closed. I don't know why. Assembly hall has not worked yet. We haven't set it up yet. Okay, let's go up to the upper floors here. Oh, and that reminds me. Am I going to need to change this? Yes. We need to change what goes on this area, because there's more on this area. As you can see, this definitely needs to be fixed. So, as we go up the stairs. Alright, so on the next floors, we got the same sort of thing as before. Well, give me a room that... Alright, so this one goes outside, so we don't have blackboards on every one of these. I like the chair... I like the big table chair thing. They don't all have blackboards here. As you can see here, though, you can see that there's a line of giant mushrooms. I thought that was a nice little quirky moment. We got some giant mushrooms elsewhere. There's one over there, for example, hiding by that. Is that a cow, or is that a skeleton horse? Or, well, never mind. The second floor has orange for the tables, and then we have yellow for the tables, and then white for the tables on the upper floors. So it's just more of that. Okay, this floor we also start with the 2 size. Now the 2 size, well, let's turn this off for a second. The 2 size, it's a big enough room, but we don't have too many students, so we've got 12 chairs, and yeah, it's a Mel Brooks movie. And we've had to put a light here because right in the middle of the room was otherwise a 0 light. So I realize this is a 0 game being played, but I don't know, that looks kind of weird when you move away from it. It's like static or something. Look at that. It's like a moire pattern. But then you get close to it and it's fine. Well, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, yeah, now that area... Well, we'll get to that later. We got a lot of explaining to do about the outside, so we got to go outside separately. So that's the 2x1, and so I've already talked about the 3rd floor, 4th floor. Another thing we haven't done is we haven't... I think we haven't put signs up for the outer dorms. The dorms are on this one. There's no sign for a room number or anything like that. But again, it's the same sort of thing as before. Now we got yellow. Just to tell you what floor you're on. One of the ideas, and here's white, one of the ideas that I had for a long time was we would put carpet on the floor. But I now realize why that won't work. Because we have to have carpet on the floor everywhere where there is exposed floor. And under the table, that's just not possible. I haven't worked out what's actually being taught in these individual classes, by the way. Something to be done in the future. Alright, here it is. We got 2 rooms. I finally numbered all the rooms, by the way. And here are 2 numbers, because one of them is the 3rd floor thing. We got... The campus numbers are supposed to be 396 through 399. That'll be 396, probably. And so on. So we got 395 is the meeting room here. Well, here's the teacher's lounge. Wait. Oh, teacher's lounge. I screwed up. This isn't the class. I screwed up. This isn't the class. All right, we got to fix that. I've got the lounge downstairs, though. See, I got this so that this is the main room, and then there's stairs going... You know, we don't have to have a classroom in here. We can undo this. But I got myself map. map. Still working on that. This is the meeting room where, not a meeting room, but people just they meet and greet in here. You know, they talk in here. It's not meant to be a party, but it's meant to be just a bit of a catch-all room, really. And then here is the actual lounge, or so I thought. But I guess we could use it as a meeting room. It's far enough away from the students that they don't have to worry. But it is really annoying if there's a... We need a fire exit for this room, really. Jump out the window. Yeah, that's it. Jump out, open the window, jump out the window. That's fine. We got the chairs nice. We got the tables nice. Everything is perfectly hunky-dory, to quote David Bowie. Yeah, so this isn't a classroom. We're going to have to fix this. But I don't have enough room in my... Well, no, we need those for later on. We're going to work out what we're going to do with this room, but it's not today. Well, we got the idea anyway. Now, the faculty dorms are all called faculty dorms. We don't have names for them yet. I don't know if we're going to have names for them yet. You can see they haven't been worked on yet because I have to figure out the room configuration for the one that we were working on, and then we have to duplicate that on the other three. I do that all the time. I like the big rooms like this. I like this. It feels more like a classroom. But, yeah, we got a lot of rooms here. Okay. So you can see there's still plenty to work on here. We're not ready to open. Wait, where's the bed I use? Gotta use the bed that I use. Rat. What? Ha ha ha. Tempest, forget about it. Okay, so what we gotta do next... Well, we just need 8. 8 makes more sense. We're going to go down here and we're going to mess with this. I had a bunch of stuff and I put it all back because I cleaned out, I finally dug out the remainder of the campus area, the hill. I finally removed the remainder of the hill. So we got this now. And so finally we're going to make some blocks. Going to make some bricks for things. Why do I have an oak sign with me? Oh, that's the school sign. All right, how are we doing with this? We gotta go back upstairs and look at it because I gotta empty that area out in the corner. Done. Okay. We need to increase the campus space available on here. We're probably going to need to make the map a little more. All right, this has been fixed. This has been really messed up, so let's really fix this. All right, let's go. Let's go out here while we're at it. Well, first we made a path that goes around the school. Secondly, we've fixed the shoreline so that it so it's like this. We've tried to clear everything out in the area. You can see it's all been cleared out in the area. We now have a sufficiently large campus to set up the sporting events. And I don't know why I put a bunch of these up here. Just an interesting idea I had in mind. Let's have a line of mushrooms for no reason. I don't know. Maybe somebody else knows. And maybe somebody knows why Yeah, you see, I don't mind the old Dopo over there, but these guys are annoying as all get out. It's the eggs, you see. The eggs are a problem. And we made a canal. Now the canal, well, the canal goes all the way out to the other river, and so that's pretty good. But then I realized there's another space over there. Originally, I was just going to put up a wall going all the way up, so this gets blocked off, and I could, you know. But what? And look at this. Oh, there's a thingy over there. That area is pretty safe. But there's another one over here, which is not safe. Don't want to fall down that. I managed not to fall down that earlier, but I'm going to cover this up with a wall, of course, so you don't have to worry about that. Over here, originally I was going to put a wall over here, and I may yet still do so. But I like the idea of canals around the edge. It's very much Cambridge. But we'll have a wall over here, certainly. Okay, this is the way to the other... I don't know if it's well lit. What are you doing in here, dropping eggs? I think the game freezing was because of Distant Horizons. It's like a beta or an alpha or something. Yeah, so here's where this is, and so this is where we'll set this up. At the end of this, there's a village, and we haven't been to that village, and so let's go to the village right now. What's on the other side? We've never ever been to that village, so let's... Well, I'm hot-blooded. I see, I got that song in my head. Huh? Oh. They live because they have the masks on. It's harder to play the game. Or, not harder. It's a more difficult game. Nobody is safe. Nobody and nothing is safe from my wrath. Running out of space already. This is all your fault. You know, let's, Huh? I had a torch over here? And I dropped it? Huh? Don't remember. What is going on here? This is the one game where you lose hunger. Armadillos in this place? Hi. Next scoots in 5 minutes. You know, I really don't need that extra torch. I don't know what's in there. Probably nothing. We'll. What are we doing with an armadillo here? Where's the village? And more armadillos. What is? I know there's a village here. I just saw it yesterday. When I started digging out the tunnel. I know there's a frickin' village around here. It's gotta be on the other side of this hill. Cows. There it is. Way the hell over there. This is going a little too far from the school. Also, you see this wall here. Didn't Mojang say something about that this isn't going to happen to your maps? Well, guess what? It happened to... Oh, we got some over here. It happened to this map. Look, there it is. What do you want me to do about it? Put up a wall? I don't think I've ever been here. Oh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to... I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to start by putting this down. Do I need to save the eggs? Leave them. I saved cooked chicken. I don't even need to do that. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Cortez, huh? You've been around a while. How's things going with you? This is a nice place. Apart from there being a lot of farmyard, barnyard, barn, farm, barn, bombity, blah, 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 blah. They got a church. That's good, I guess. Unless it's one of those that says, "You're going to hell." Hey, nobody wants to go to hell. Not even me. Another building. What's with these guys? And there's the school. I don't know if this is dangerous. Oh, emeralds! Wait, we got emeralds. Could use the oak logs, though. I'm a little short on them today. Yes, sir. Don't need that. Don't need those. Don't need those. Efficiency 2 wooden hoe. And how am I supposed to go up the... How am I supposed to go up when it's like this? Yeah, arrows we can use. I'll take what you could get, you know. Wouldn't even mind having some more bone meal. Not that I need any right now. One more. Diamond! Yes, sir! There's a... Oh, I just wanted to say there's a... It looks nice from up here. There's, the deep slate. Don't really need the iron ingots. Deep Slate Tweaks is the name of the mod. The mod has not updated to 26.1.x, but it has updated to 21. Whatever the last version of the previous release was. So we don't quite have it yet. So if I want to go mining for diamonds, it's not very... that can't be good. All right. I'm just sitting there. Oh, look, more. Back to the bunch of bozos. It's a beautiful little town. It's structured very nicely on relatively flat area with a big space in the middle. Something could be done with this place. We could really help them out, I think. Not that I was gonna do that. Leave these guys alone. Nothing there. Cat. Hi. Pardon me. Mrs. or Miss whatever. Cartographer. A bundle, which I don't need. Empty maps. Wait, empty maps? Empty maps, really? Wait a minute. Is this a vanilla thing? Is this a vanilla is this a vanilla room? You know, this still looks ugly. I really gotta fix these. Is this a vanilla structure? I mean, we gotta look at all these empty maps. Which I need. Oh, that's just paper. Well, get out of my way, please. Can't decide whether to walk in or out. What is this, horse feathers? That's a reference to a Marx Brothers movie. Oh, your sheep is taking a bath. I'm taking a bath. No major holes in the ground anywhere that are going to be problematic to anybody. I think this place is good. I think this place will last a while. I'm gonna head home now, or rather head back to the school. There's another, like I said, there was another building along the way here somewhere. There it is. Oh, we have a hole though. Whoa! He took damage. No, he didn't take damage. When am I gonna get what's that other armor called? Netherite? Forgot what it's called. That burgundy colored armor. When am I gonna get some of that stuff? I think eventually I'll get some. Oh man. We don't get very many rabbit hides, I'll say that. I don't have very much string either. Books. Yeah, we don't need paper. Well, we've got books. We got books too, actually. All right, we'll forget that. Glow ink. Always want glow ink. More item frames, definitely. Yeah, we don't need the paper so much. Hi. Unemployed, huh? We got a cartography table. That's not a bad idea. Sponges? Oh, glowstone. Well, they look like sponges. Why do they look like sponges if they're glowstone? I'm having a problem. Yeah, I need that potion of night vision if I'm going to see what I'm doing. The cobweb doesn't look right either. I don't carry very many cobwebs, so this will be fun to have, I think. Oh, don't worry. I'll leave you your iron sword so you can defend yourself. You're unemployed anyway. Who cares? Pfft. I hate how cramped these places are. Let's go home. Or school. Cedric Diggory? Yep. Got that Harry Potter reference in today. That school looks awesome, by the way, from the distance. It's like the Taj Mahal almost. Or whatever it's supposed to look like. Well, I guess one of these shulker boxes is just going to be for storing the junk I'm going to take home, huh? How's the map doing? Yeah, we fixed that. We fixed that real good. Yeah, I did a little traveling earlier yesterday, and sure enough, more chickens falling out of the sky. Where am I? This isn't the right place, is it? It's the backyard. Wait. Here it is. Alright, let's get started, I guess. Okay, so that's the first one. Then we got 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be the other one. The other end of it. This doesn't matter too much, but This is a tunnel. As a tunnel, it needs to be worked on. And it comes out right here. Right perfect mundo. We don't have to work on that. No, what we're going to do is we're going to work out what the campuses are. Well, we're not done with this area yet. The grass hasn't even grown in yet, so you know this is going to take its time. So yeah, the idea is that we'll have another one of these going through there. And so we have to work on that. But first we need to also work on the wall, which we will start on today anyway. Now the thing about this is I've got a lot of stuff that needs to be put away, but we also got a lot of things that need to be built. So it's a case of several different things. Yeah, see, this is... We definitely need more. We definitely need the next group over there of maps. We need more maps. All right, so here's what else we have. Here's what else we've done. Finally, we're going to get to this area. Now, I want this area here, as much of this as we can, to be an exercise yard kind of thing. Because we're not going to have everything inside the building we're going to build over there. You know, so this area, we want a place where people could run around. Not necessarily a track, not necessarily a field, but something that's not overgrown with these weeds. Okay, now this was a nice idea, so I thought I would do this. I have a little red sandstone with, but I realize we don't really need it here. I think we've just got it over here because this is where we're going to put the entrance to the stadium. We've added an entrance here, so that people could go out from the school. So if they've got exercises to do, but you see the gym is all the way over there. The gym should have been on this side. If this is going to be over here, we could maybe change the gym to this side. But since there's going to have to be a lot of running around anyway, I don't know. Okay. Uh-oh. So what we need to do is we need to remove... Let's move the dark oak in there. I don't know what we're going to do with the sign. Let's put the sand here too, actually. It's not all able to be moved. That happens. Here's the other entrance, and this is, as I was saying, from the gym. And as I said before, we might move the gym, but if we do that, it's going to be more complicated. This is a 4x2, but there's also 2 more rooms for the locker. Now we've got a space where we could have 2 rooms for the locker on the other side. But if we do that, then there's no entrance from there. It'll have to be entrance there. And then we have to move that entrance over here, which is still doable and is still good, but it's problematic. All right, well, we got our full inventories. Let's move. Dun, 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 dun. What are we going to put here? I'm going to explain that in a minute. Okay, we got one more building over here. I had some sandstone left over, so I thought let's make a roof, and this is pretty good, I guess. Using it for edging over here. This is the wood shed, as it were. We're storing our wood in here. I've forgotten where it is. Here we are, dark oak saplings. We're out of room for dark oak saplings. Yeah, thanks, guys. Full up. And I'm carrying cobblestone with me because I was breaking that. Yeah, so we got stuff. We're going to put... we're going to make some charcoal and have a space for that over here. And let's do that right now, actually, because we got so much dark oak logs, it's ridiculous. It's kind of perverse to have a birch door for that, but we're following this kind of convention. Maybe we'll change it to a spruce, because this was made out of spruce. It's made out of spruce because I chopped down a spruce tree over here because I decided that we want to have this going out to here like this, so we could have this going like here. And that's why I had to make one of these, is because right here is where we would have... Right here is where we had a bunch of chests. And right over here, you may remember we had a path, we had a big hole that led to some water. We were going to make a secret submarine pen. What is this, the Avengers comic book? No, there's not going to be a submarine pen down here. It was a stupid idea. I got rid of it. we could still make one, but it's just not going to be down. It's not going to go anywhere from there. It'll have to go into the basement or something. Okay, we're done with that. Let's put this back, by the way, because we gotta start working on some things around here. I would still like to have some way of getting from here to there. The bridge is over there, but if you wanted to ride the horse from... Well, that's the problem. The horses aren't supposed to be in here. I really love this. Oops. I really love this sign. It's just so... Let's do this. Let's do this. Doing. There we go. I'm surprised it looks so good, considering that the... I was expecting it to look terrible. Yeah, once you get off there, then from there you have to take a rail cart. It would perhaps be better if we had another bridge over here. We could do that. We could maybe make a bridge from here to here. It's possible. I'll consider it. There we go. But yeah, there's still stuff to do up there. Well, no, actually, no, there's nothing up there. We still got to make stuff over here, though. It's a big space. It's a big space. We got to use this. So let's see how we're doing with everything over here. You think it's done yet? No. It's probably got 2 finished. Not quite. It's gonna be kind of hard to do that stuff with all of that. What was in here again? Oh yeah, the other corridors. Do we need this? Do we need to have a door here? Can't we just walk into the corridors? I mean, is there something? There's a danger room. Yeah, sure. Look at that. But other than that, is there something wrong with walking around in here? This is all well lit. Or is it just meant to be something that's off limits to students? I really like looking around and seeing... Oh, no. This looks so much better with shaders on, but we don't have shaders working right now. You know, students should be able to come down here, though, and look. They can examine the creatures that are down here. It's like all the interesting creatures. There's only one entrance to it, and it's right here. You would only go in there if you wanted to fight any creatures that I don't know why anyone would want to. And this is an AFK room, I think? I think it's an AFK room. I was under the impression there was more to this place than that. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know what the point was of that. There's the one of those. Trying to remember what was in this place here. Ah, there's the portal. I don't need to use the portal. I'm just glad to know it's there. And there's a bed here. And I guess this is meant to be a jail cell. I guess it's meant to be a jail cell, but I don't remember anything about it. There's a lot going on here. Trying to remember things. Well, let's look. We've got to look. We've got to find more stone bricks, grimstone bricks. No, we need regular stone bricks. How about downstairs? Something down there? You do 8 more. Weird that I have to go up the stairs and then down the stairs. This is weird. I like this, but it's... Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Thinking. Becker does not always know what he should be thinking of. And the staff only, which is, of course, dumb. There's nothing even in there. We might even get rid of this. Just have a... Might get rid of it. Might just make it part of the room or some part of the other room. Any in here? I don't even know what we got in here. We got more beds. We got a stone cutter. Why do we have a stone... I don't know. Just trying to understand things, and we're not understanding things very well. Oh man, do I gotta move the gymnasium? I don't want to move the gymnasium. How would we do that? Let's see what we got. So this would be where the locker rooms would go. And this is 2x4. Yeah, we'd have to move the classes. There's only 3 here. Let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would have to go out to here, but this would probably be the entrance because it's on the corridor. It could be done. Don't know if I want to do it. It's actually safe in this area, but I might get attacked by phantoms or something. Okay, what I want to put here is a baseball field. It's big enough. It should be okay. It may not actually be. It may not actually be a baseball field. I'm just thinking we could maybe have one. I have to check the dimensions. I know we've got this space is big enough for a football field. And everybody would say, yeah, football makes more sense. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Football is a dangerous sport. You could get hurt. People do get hurt. Maybe colleges don't care if their students get hurt, but we at Dogwoofs, we know that these places are death traps for the sporting enthusiasts. So we could have a big giant baseball stadium instead, where people, if they do get hurt, they get hurt less often. Much less often. But regarding that, we don't have the stadium set up yet. We don't know what it's going to look like. I need to look at the dimensions for a baseball stadium, because they talk about 400. What was it, like up to 400 feet to the back wall? So we got to work on those kind of details. I mean, this is a very large area. I mean, if this is 13 each, you start there. 0, 13, 26, 52, 78. 91, 104, 117, 130. So yeah, that's 130 meters, which is well over 100, well over 300 yards. Wait, 300 feet. There's more yards than meters. Anyway, that's all that is. So we'll need to work out the details for that. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta have some blah 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 blah. Yeah, wait a minute. 8 for those. You know, it would make more sense if we had some... If we had some furnaces like this. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. It was going to be a problem. Pfft. Try to do something quickly, and that's what you end up with. All right. Well, it was nice while it lasted. And we got to make some. Yeah, let's just go back in. Let's just go back. Well, let's since we're dropping off stuff, let's. It's all this stuff, man. It's just all this dirt and everything. It's hopeless. It's hopeless to try to make any kind of sense of this. Yeah, trying to make sense of what a baseball neighborhood would we just tend to look at what we saw when we played a video game of baseball, or when something else happened, or we watch it on TV, and it looks smaller because the TV is kind of small. Or if it looks big, well, anyway, the point is it never looks quite right, and you'd have to have actually gone to a big baseball stadium to have some kind of idea about the magnificence and the humongous size of it. Now, we don't need it to be humongous size. We don't need to fit, let's say, 50,000 people, or 30,000, or whatever it is that ballparks have. You know, big giant baseball. Shea Stadium has a lot of people, can fit a lot of people in it. Well, we don't want that. All we really want is just a stadium that functions for baseball and people can play it. And of course, we're going to need some stands. There's not going to be very many people attending, obviously. All right. So many of these. Yeah. Huh? Did I miss some? I missed some somehow. What? This makes less sense every day. Every moment of every day here. Alright, here we go. Trying to make sense of it all. Alright, you know what? That's it. Trying to make sense of everything, and we can't. We can't make sense of everything. It's all hopeless. Oh, I have to add one of those. Oh man, on the other side, it seems ridiculous. It is. It's completely and totally ridiculous. I'm just here to put away some dirt. That's it. Just some dirt. Come on. All right, here we go. This is going to take a very long time. I think it might have been better. I mean, I've already done a lot of this, but I have to do this because I need the space. I need the time for everything to work properly. I'm not making any sense here. Well, if I've got nobody to converse with, that's what happens. Make sure I got 6. We got cobbled. I almost fell. I thought it was falling down. Alright, you know what? Forget this crap. Yeah, forget this. This isn't going anywhere. Forget it. This is taking too long. I thought it would be good. It's good if you need some done for a quick project. But if you're working on a humongous project, this is absolutely no good. No good at all. I mean, I don't mind if we put the gymnasium on the other side. The problem is we gotta move everything, and we gotta fix that, and I gotta find more cyan stain. I gotta get more cyan so we can make more stained glass panels for that. And the locker rooms don't have anything in them. I'm thinking I gotta fix that. I made a locker room elsewhere. Now, what was that locker room? I made it in the 7 series. Well, that's no good to me now. Alright, well, we tried. We are going to need a lot of it for other stuff, but we've moved the dirt. We've moved the dirt. What do we got over here? We have more dirt. God, son of a bitch. Alright, And when was the last time I ever said son of a bitch? That was a long time ago. I think I last said it in high school. Oh, they're all done. Okay. All right, we're going to do... There's more dirt. What the... Oh, you know what I think happened? I think there was actually 66. I didn't double-click it. If I had double-clicked on it, these would have moved. But this said 64. I clicked it, moved it over, and I got 66. Oh, yeah, it's doing that. Oh, that is so cool. All right, well, I don't need those. I just need some more charcoal. Yeah, I need some of these. These are definitely needed. My hand hurts, so this is taking a little while. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Just checking. So there were actually 66 in those instead of 64. But it said 64. Yeah, there's stackable 127. Excuse me. Stackable 127 works, but stackable 127, every time I have to update the world and it doesn't update, there are problems with it. And so I don't want to use it anymore. Until the game actually allows you to make larger stacks for everything without having to use mods, like a game rule or something. Until it does something like that, this is hopeless. Completely hopeless. All right. Yeah, we have to make the foundation of the wall before we start on the wall. The foundation is just the lower level bit of the wall on that side. And then above that... Yeah. You think 8 would be enough? No, it's 4. It's 4, so we definitely need more of them. Alright, so those 4 anyway. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got enough. Well, should I start taking those back? I don't want to take those back. That would be terrible. We just got so much junk just sitting around here. We got heads. We got tropical fish head. Let's try it on. Hello, I'm a tropical fish. It's time to play Find the Fish. Oh, fishy, fishy. All right, enough of that. Bat head. Na 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 na. I have to say, I like this. I really like this head. This is one of my favorites. The bat head. Yeah, Batman would love something like this. This is a Batman outfit just waiting to happen. Why am... If you think I'm going to wear the chicken head, though, you're nuts. Skeleton horse head. Because what happens is the skeletons that were riding the horses, the horse gets killed somehow, I don't know how, and then the skeleton wears the head. I've seen it. It's stupid. It's what they do. Okay. Yeah, might as well start just moving stuff around. We can do something about that raw chicken, I think. I don't want eggs. Okay, drop them egg. Drop them eggs. No, you know what? Put the raw chicken in the other places. We ran out of room for oak saplings, so we're going to be taking those home. No, this is not working. Waiting for things that more heads. Enderman heads. That it? No, it's obviously not it. Okay, now regarding the saplings, we could move the dark oak sapling. Well, we can't because they're busy. But we could definitely use the oak and the birch saplings. Let's move those right now. This wasn't intended to be business. This is a business video. No, this is me planning the new stadium, or starting to plan the new stadium. I don't know what we're going to do with the trees. This is a tree farm, and as such, I don't like it just being here like this. It has to be near the building, though, and there's the stuff. I don't know. And I was talking with somebody about this earlier. Well, not talking. We were communicating by messages. And they said, what are you going to do about this? And I don't know. Maybe we'll flatten it out, too, because this is part of the campus. If it's part of the campus, we could move the tree farm to over there, which is funny because we have a bunch of trees over here. But we don't really need tree farm right now, because we got so much extra wood lying around. All right. And I'm very sorry about these taking so long. I mean, we used to have, way back in, what was it, 118, 119? We had a faster furnace mod that was awesome. And it went, vroom, you know? But the problem was it wasn't compatible with the one that requires only one charcoal to do an entire stack. Which is another furnace-related mod. And, yeah, that was on the Mental Block server. We had both. That was back when I still had control over. That was interesting. All right, more dirt. I know it's a sickness. Dirt everywhere. Just ugh. Just ugh. I'm telling you, complete total ugh. I don't have any. Damned basketball. Can I get up there? How high up can I get with this? Let's see if I could. Okay, I'll do it from this location. Let's see. How high up can this get? Nope, didn't work. In fact, I think it actually landed over there, which is strange. It lands there, then I put over here. Try to get it up onto the roof. It was roof a try. Oh, really bad pun there. Sorry. All right. Well, we're gonna move stuff around. Let's start moving the iron ingot, which we have for some reason. More heads. Which heads? I don't know which head. You'll have to tell me. I do like that we found a diamond. That was nice. Arrow of slowness. Yeah, I really want one of those. I've wanted it for a long time. Ha ha ha. This would be a little bit better, easier to do these things if you have this like that. It's almost done. Okay, good. Well, we could put sticks over there, so we'll just leave it like that. More things. Wandering traders. Ominous bottles. Ominous banners. Oh wait, we're not moving the oak saplings, we're moving the other ones. Idiot. Pillager heads. Just goes on and on, doesn't it? Han Solo is frozen in carbonite. um, some of this stuff goes back a long ways. This stuff is not... Oh, I gotta get rid of the wheat seeds. Ptooey! No, some of this goes back a long way when we were digging this stuff out. That stuff that I got from digging there, some of it I just left there, really. Some of it I put in those, but it wasn't very much. Because I got so much junk now, I don't need it, you know. It's like, soon I will have to have shulker boxes. Well, just imagine, you got one of these. You got a double chest, right? That's 54 slots of 64 each. I don't have a calculator handy, but let's say that's 27 times 128. So we're dealing with we're probably about 3,000 something plus items, you know. Now imagine that each one of these is a 27 slot chest full of whatever it is. And you see that's 27 times as much. 27 times 3 is 81. $81,000? Is that right? 81,000 items for just one double chest. All right, well let's put this back and move this. Wait, that's oak. We don't need the oak. We don't need the birch either, actually. All right. Yeah. Trying to make sense of it all. All right, let's get started. 1 hour 19. Oh wait, it's 03. Because it's 03, we have to do the bed. I got a bed with me, but I'm not sure why exactly I took a bed with me when I need the bed there. I guess it's in case I got caught over there by mistake or something. I don't know. Well, I could do something else, I guess. I don't know. Running out of ideas here. Somebody said, you got enough space, why didn't you... No, somebody didn't say that. I gotta stop saying that people said things when they might not have said it. This, however, is unconscionable. Somebody could say, however, that this place is a mess. Why don't I build baseball and football stadiums. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. We don't need 2. We just need 1. Oh, a rainy storm. I have to double check when that happens because there might be a skeleton, a horseman skeleton, and they do spawn. They do spawn. This is dangerous. I gotta get some sleep here before I get hit. Have I ever been hit by lightning? Once I came very close to being hit, and I think I took collateral damage from it. Alright, here we go. Alright. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough. The thing is, nothing's going to happen over there when I'm over here. It doesn't update. And I'm not going to do anything about that horse. I gotta just block that horse off, and that's the end of that horse. Yep. No, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put 1 here. Put 1 here. There we go. There is the tunnel entrance. For all the good that does anybody. Things go a lot faster now that I have, like, iron farms and this is a problem because I think we needed to go out to here. But we don't have one of these. We don't have an andesite wall for this, but it's yeah, we need 2 andesite walls. It's of Mo, football or American football? The answer well, as you may recognize, this is not actually America. This is Minecraft, so it's not going to be football of any kind. I haven't been picking these up for some reason. That's weird. Alright, well, we did those. Did those. That's a start. Yeah. To have both regular football... Well, a soccer field, if I remember correctly, is bigger than an American football field. Although don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. I don't think we could put a baseball and a soccer field on here. But I don't think we could do both because we do need an area that people could run around, do exercises and things. Space where you could cough. Yeah, well, anyway, we're done with these for now. We might need them later on for walls. I'm still considering making walls around some of the... Now, I didn't drop that. How did it get there? There must be a problem with this area not lit up properly or something. Doing the best I can. Running track around the outside of the football field or the whatever field. Yeah, that's a nice idea, but really we've got enough room that we can just have a track where you run around in a small oval back and forth. You know, I like the idea of people doing more cornering. Well, this could then be utilized to be the running track. I just have to make this a little wider. You could go around the outside, but I'm not 100% sure about the size of the baseball field. So I have to work out what that's going to look like. How big, what kind of dimensions we're talking about. Oh, there's a mod. It's like the Build the Earth mod, but it adds, but it doesn't work with Build the Earth, and it uses Google, I think, uses Google Maps or something to. So what we could do is maybe I could just go look at Wrigley Field or something. Don't know if Wrigley Field would be a good idea. I don't know if the one the White Sox uses is any better. But we could look at various baseball diamonds and look at the sizes of it and what would work. I guess it really would depend on what Dogwoofs... Oh, it's Dogwoofs. It's not Dogwoof, it's Dogwoofs. The dog, as in the Dogwoofs. All right, never mind. Students were most interested in playing sled dog racing. Oh, this isn't about dogs. The Dogwoof was Dogwoofs. Heck, I'm making the same mistake, so don't feel too bad about that. Mr. Dogwoofs was the original founder of the school back in 1821. He had some weird ideas about education, such as that you had to run around to get an education, even though that's just for supposedly improving your health. Although what it really does is it makes you really tired but obviously the faculty and the board of directors have insisted you have to have something for exercise and there has to be a sport, even if we're not going to have any accreditation for sports. Oh. Ha-ha! Now what am I doing up here? I'm spying on you. All right, enough of this silliness. Where was I going to put everything? Oh, here's a good place. Arnest isn't a mod, it's a third-party program. Well, no, but it. You're right. You're right. It's a third-party program. But it functions like a mod generating what we need, and we just have to import it into the game. So that's not a problem. I don't have to worry about that. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to figure out where... where the rotten flesh goes. There. It's still gonna take a little while here. All right, let's get started on this then. That'll last a little while. I tend to just refer to it as a mod. Alright, maybe I shouldn't. If we're going to have... If we're going to have a question about the name Dogwoofs, then yeah, we could probably have a problem with other things here. Alright, here we go. And then it misses one for some reason. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, the ones that don't have any leaves on top have to be broken. We really don't want trees near the walls anyway. That kind of thing. Oh, we're making... Terra 1-to-1 would generate whenever it chucks the player loaded. Arnish generates a rectangular area which is saved as a vanilla map. And there you go. What I really wanted to do with this was I wanted to just flatten this area out at this end and have it rise up gradually, but oh, somebody's on fire. But I see how that doesn't work, and so we're going against that now. Ugh. That's okay. That's okay. This is not okay. Wait. Oh. Messed that up. Nope, even this is okay, but maybe I want to have those. Why 14? Whoa, 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 whoa. You don't do that. Ooh, he died. Nice. This is okay. This is okay. That is not okay. In fact, I thought I cleared that out. Ugh. I thought I cleared this out. Oh, well, that's going to have to... Bleh. I think that's a little bit better. Still refer to it as a mod, though. There is a mod, Tellus, that's very much like Terra 1 to 1 for the modern game version. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, I'm here. Yeah? Well, that's not right. Alright, we gotta have 3. Can't do 4 for some reason. Well, actually, it might be possible to change the, change a game rule about the player. Alright, you insisted. More of those. And more of them over here. Beep. I don't have a boat handy. Come on, I gotta get to bed here. There's one on top. Thanks a lot. I mean, I'm carrying a bed with me, but I don't want to drop a bed over there. All right, you know what? I should just drop a bed. No. I got a bed over here. I got too many beds. Carry one around with me in case of emergencies, but this is not an emergency because there won't be very many creatures spawning. There might be some here, though. I didn't actually look to see how much... Because I was going to put a wall up over here, but I don't know where we're going to put the wall right now because of circumstances beyond everybody's control. Don't think I got much spruce either. Dark oak logs, I don't know. Do we need them? I may have to look that up. This is a mess. This is a complete and utter freaking mess. Filled up bananas on that one. I am bananas. Just ugh. Just ugh for everything. I don't know where to put the dirt. Let's just put more dirt in there. We don't need dirt. We don't need to build with dirt. Alright, here we go. We're not even done with these. And these have been going... Well, never mind. Let's sleep. Maybe if I sleep, I'll feel better. I have not seen Tellus, but I don't see how it would work because, you know, the heights. I guess there's height variations to allow for a lot, but when we were dealing with Mount Everest goes up to, like, how far up does Mount Everest go? 29,000 feet. What is that in meters? It's 8,000 something. Some 8,000 meters. That's just not going to be possible with regular Minecraft. But we're not trying to make Mount Everest right now. That is a fair point. MC Edit could be called a mod. Yes, it's its own software, I know. Semantics, boo. What do you want me to do about that? It's just not a mod that you install on Minecraft itself, and that's kind of the point. Why am I walking around here? We got to... I'm waiting for these bozos to finish. Okay, we need andesite walls. I don't think we've got any andesite here. I'm pretty sure we don't have andesite here. We got granite. More dirt. Why? Why do you guys have so much dirt? More dirt. I can't stand all this dirt. No more dirt. I don't know what to do with a moss block. Why is that empty? Oh, it had dirt in it. Alright, let's go. Andesite. This is insane. I'm telling you, this is insane. I was going to say something about Arnis, and I really don't know. There ought to be a companion mod to that called yeah, planks should be somewhere else, I think. Pressing the wrong buttons. Alright, here we go. Right. Oh, and how are you guys doing? But we're not putting you there, we're putting you here. This is a mess. Andesite wall. And I think it's smooth, polished andesite wall. You know, I'm not even sure I have andesite here. Do I have smooth, polished, whatever? Maybe it's down here. We got more andesite. Don't need all this. Well, I guess if I'm going to make more walls, I might want to make ceilings. More ceilings and... Mr. Dogwoofs is really annoyed with me. And I have to go all the way down there just to see which type of andesite wall it is. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. On the plus side, this is coming along nicely. I'm actually a little short for time today, so it's not going to be a 3-hour... Oh boy. Negative 28 to plus 2048. Actually, slightly less than that. It's like 2032 or something. Mount Everest is 8.8k, so I'm sure Tellus would break eventually with 1-to-1 generation, but I'm considering how big Kim you have to go to lose Forkum of elevation. To loose. Well, yeah, that's true. It's just regular andesite wall. Okay. We're not going all the way back to not going to go all the way back just to do that. We're going to just do this. There. No. And we can keep that handy in case we can put the wall. We might make the wall go over here too, actually. Might. This is interesting. The sugarcane is not broken yet, even though it's not connected to the water. I placed some dirt surrounding it and it didn't break. That was a bit of a surprise. All right, all right, all right. Now, I was trying to say something about the baseball thing. Yeah, I just want a picture of what the baseball thing looks like, and then I can measure it. I don't want to generate it in the world. I don't think that's possible without either MC Edit or what's the other thing? Chunk editing. I might be able to do chunk editing, but I don't want to use MC Edit. I mean, it just don't like it. I've only used MC Edit for a few times in another map or two, and nope, don't want to replicate that anymore. Okay, so what we got here is we got to drop off all the frickin' andesite we're going to use later. Okay, and I got rid of the green stained glass. We had a bunch of green stained glass here. Oh, you know what? I should have used... I have Silk Touch. I should have just used Silk Touch on them. Ugh. I was in a rush. And I just used my hand to break it. With this, you know, look at that, 256 blocks. And I could do that. That's what I should have done. I should have used Silk Touch on it. Well, you know, I could get more stained glass if I have to. MCN is incompatible. Well, whatever we've got for modern MC, whatever the thing is called. I don't know what it's called. I don't use it. Chunk editing is where you mess with the NBT and you can mess with the data of that's what's in the individual chunks in a region file. But oh man, that is tough. That is tough, and I don't want to try it. So yeah, it would make more sense to just build something. It's okay to build something, but again, we can't just build something. We can't just say, okay, we'll build something, because it'll be too tall. It'll be too tall. I want something smaller. So yeah, we have to plan something out, so on and so forth. While we're waiting for that to finish, let's get a hold of more dirt. I know there's more dirt in here somewhere. Oh, this is my life now, going back and forth, placing dirt, moving stuff around. I wish we could have mechanism in vanilla, or not mechanism, Buildcraft, and I could just pipe everything over from one thing to another. Or what was I using? That other thing. That other thing. Not extra utilities. Yeah, extra utilities, that's right. Can never remember which way we were on. Here we are. Why are there so much dirt? I wonder if you could just alter subchunks, or does it do the whole thing? Well, this is only a theoretical thing at the moment. I'm thinking it's possible. Did you make your own data pack for the fourth dimension? Oh, yes, I make my own data packs. I'm going to add a block, or maybe a bunch of blocks, for the data pack. But I have to watch a video, and I have to finalize what that graphic is going to look like, and I haven't finalized it yet. There is something definitely interesting here that I want to try out. Data pack creation is really tough for me, as far as I'm concerned. I don't like it. And my pack busted, and I couldn't start the world up for a little while there, and I had to look and see what was wrong with it. And they had changed how something was added. There was a new tag for something. And so I added the tag, and it fixed everything. But I've got 3 dimensions, 3 extra well, they're not dimensions, they're dimensional spaces. But yeah, I've got 3 extra ones. I'm only using 2 of them, but there's a third one that's ready to go. I just have to find out how to generate terrain. I'm gonna actually look into something. There's a mod that uses a data pack, and I want to use that mod, but it's not a mod that I want to use. I don't want to add the mod. I don't want to add the mod, so I'm going to add something to the data pack that functions like the mod. This is confusing. I'll give credit if it turns out the guy would want credit for it, obviously. I say guy, of course. I don't know the gender, but because I can't look it up right now. I say it, I don't mean the gender is it. That's one thing about people who they want to change their gender, or they want to be called a particular preference, and then they never say it. Never seen anybody who wanted to be called it. And there are people who don't really care for sex, or not sex, but don't care for sexual designation, don't want to have a gender, and so, but they don't say it. Oh. I'm pretty familiar with DPs, data packs. Good. It's very good to hear. Please do not offer to help me, because I want to figure this out myself. But yeah. Why am I still carrying a bunch of dirt? We don't need the crafting table. What am I doing? Why am I carrying a crafting table around with me when I don't need to? What am I going to do with it? You would be surprised, actually. I know of people who prefer it's. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, I don't know morally what's good or bad, but I do know that it's good because it puts my mind at rest on that point. I'm glad that there is a definitive amount that there are people who do that, because I don't know any, but that's one of those things. I know a lot of people too. I'm beginning to think nothing is good morally. I mean, like, everything is bad. Uh-oh, we ran out of room. Yeah, I'm just beginning to think everything is bad. Like, anything in life. Even things that are pronounced good, even things that are pronounced bad. These things are all bad. Everything. I'm not making any sense. Yeah, it's faster to use this, which is ridiculous, but that's how it is. In the vein of Sterner, isn't that? No, I'm thinking of Starmer. there's a guy in the guy who's the Prime Minister of England. His name's Starmer or something like that. I don't know who Sterner is. You. Here we go again. Oh! They're different ominous... Oh, that's Bad Omen 5. Well. Alright, let's go. No, I really don't know about anybody. Everybody has different ideas. Why were there only 2 of them? I don't have a Bad Omen right now. There were only 2 of them? Where's the others? Oh, you know, I bet they became separated. I bet the other 2 were stuck somewhere. Oop, wrong button. Great, now if I fall, I have to fall even further down. 19th century German philosopher, forerunners of nihilism and egoism, although perhaps that's not what you were talking about. Oh. Well, I get nihilism confused with, can't remember the name of it. There's like a movement where people were thinking they didn't exist. Now, I think I exist, so, and I think other people exist, so. I tried to read his book, The Ego and Its Own. Too dense for me. Well, my problem with reading old books is they're so dryly written because it's in old language. In this case, it would be translated from the German, and so it would probably have an extra layer. I guess it would depend on when the translation was written. Okay, now I think this is tall enough for this part. So we'll stop at this end. Don't remember that being there. I'm going to look at the other side of that. Have we got enough? I can't just go around listening to other people's philosophical ideas. Oh, it wasn't enough. Definitely adds another layer of density. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, I'm saying is that a translation from the 19th century would be much worse than a translation from the 20th or 21st. I don't like that. I think we're going to find a use for the dirt after all, or before nothing. But I don't want to go all the way back there just to get some dirt, so... We should probably have one torch at least. I think that'll do for now. I just don't have time to read philosophy because you might get nothing out of it. You read it, then you don't agree with it, and then you're like, I wasted my time. And I don't have time to read that stuff. It's not to say that it's no good, that's just to say that, What we need is a... You know how they have money-back guarantees? Well, we need a time-back guarantee when it comes to reading some books, some particular books. More... Oh, these are spruce. These are okay. Where do I put them? Oh, if I got an itch. What can we make with dripstone block? Do I have... I don't have JEI. And JEI, or whatever we got, whatever the version, roughly enough items, or whatever it's called now. I really could use that. I don't think dripstone block makes much. Well... Make some walls, I guess. Oh. That should be enough for everything, really. Alright, I have to get some... of these out of here. There's just no way... There's no way that I could stand... Okay. I feel that way about spending time playing on servers only then be taken down with no world download offered. I agree. But on the other hand, a world download just means you get to continue playing the game. Playing the map you had before, but only by yourself, or you have to find a way to host it or something. I don't like server. Well, I'm on single player right now, you know? And you don't have to worry about whether there's going to be a world download or whether your server for Middle Earth is going to be, because you're in control of it, you see. It's the old put your money where your mouth is, and that's exactly what you're doing. Something like that. Oh, you know, I should chop that one down too. And that one. If they ain't got the leaves, then they should leave. Something like that. That one's okay, I guess. Alright, here we go. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Do we have an anti-aliasing thing going on here? I thought I turned off hold on. Oh, it's because it's not with shaders on. Oh man, map. Yeah, we got map on. Is there an off? Oh, see what it looks like. Yeah, this is how we used to do it. It used to look like this, and it looks pretty good actually. You got some, but then you look, yeah, you look at the distance and look at all that. Blah, 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 blah. So mip mapping is actually what we want, but I don't think it looks right. Still, is there a 1x is good? No, it's not that good. All right, so we need at least 2x. Maybe we could do 4x. I don't know. Where is it? We've lost it. It's okay, I guess. You know, it's one of those things. All right, so this is where we start on this one. Indeed, although I'm not really putting my money where my mouth is because I've been using the same free cloud hosting for the past 6 years or so. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, well. Still counts as money. I'm considering running a server on cloud, but I really don't want to have to mess with that right now. I'm just so swamped with working on this. We've got to do something about that, and I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll work out something. It's all this back and forth. I need to put infrastructure over there so I don't have to keep traveling back over here. But this is where I put everything. It's horrible. All right. Well, that's mossy. And the logs go in this one, I think. Let's move these over here already. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask what you thought of how things were. I wanted to ask what you thought of the. I was going to make a banner for the school, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get a quickie done in AI, so I'm going to have to draw something, design something myself. But I did get them to do the sign for the front. I wanted to know what you thought of it. Whether you think this is a good sign, or if maybe it needs a little bit of work. Because I'm just glad they didn't use an apostrophe on Dogwoofs, is all I have to say. I think the sign is okay. Maybe it could have been a little better. You know, while I'm here, is there something else I need? Maybe I could get. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna hate myself for this. I bet that the office is the last thing I got to work on, really. But there's the andesite. If I got any stone bricks here I can use. Oh man, where did I get that gold from? What is all this stuff? Just the last thing I gotta do with this office, I gotta remove all these things. So much, it's like the dies look different. These dies are on top of a board or something. It's like an easel, perhaps? I think it's decent, about as good as I could get using map art. Yeah, well, I don't know. No, I don't. What's up here? Oh, it's more of these. I don't need the. We're gonna need these chairs for the stadium, I think. Yeah, I don't know if this works. I don't know if this works, but this had to be used. I had to use dithering for this because it didn't have enough colors, and you could just see the kind of scratchiness of it. But this is the best we could do, and to be honest, I don't know if we've gonna nine students in some classes. In some classes, only room for 8 students. Witness, there's no room for tables in that room. And then we got the bigger 2x2 rooms. Those are great. All right. It's half done and I'm not half done. There's got to be a way I could move these faster. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's come back and mess with this in a minute. Well, one thing we could do to speed things up is I could use my Silk Touch pick on the stone. Duh! The things I don't think of. And do you know how often I use Silk Touch? I use it almost never. I just need Silk Touch shovel once for one blade of grass, and then probably okay. Oh, wait a minute. We got problems. Getting the coal blocks in there. And I've never needed coal blocks. But I don't need coal anyway. I use charcoal. Oop. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. That's gotta be done. Yeah, there's definitely a need for more signs of very interesting sorts. Yeah, I'm not sure what the banner would look like. I tried to get some banners made, and they just all look modern. I need like a classic banner, or maybe I could make it out of the in-game banners. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. It just has to just put a letter D on what looks like a piece of cloth or something. Wait, that's 3, 4, 5, so it goes up to there. All right. Oop. I'm probably going to have this next layer out as well. It's going to be right here, so this will be... All right. Well, that doesn't matter, I guess. All right, let's do the old trick. I can make... Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting there. It's all this walking around in the big field. Okay, yeah, let's see. I'd like to think that it should be a square. I'd like to think that it should be a square, but I don't know. Let's use these as markers, because that way nobody's gonna say, hey, these aren't whatever they are, and I can then re-break them later on with non-silk touch. We need to have stands, but the stands aren't going to be that big, that important. We'll build something. Let's see here. Where's the corner? Corner's around here somewhere. Okay, so the exact corner is here. Okay, so 1. Well, we're going to have the stands here as well. There'll be some stands on this side and on this side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 26, 39, 52, 65, 78, 91, 104, 117, 130, 143, 156, 169, 170. That's good, I think. Oh, you know what? It's past the 2-hour mark and I'm not done. Well, I'm not going to be done. That's the problem. These things are problematic. Wait, I need that too. I think I did the second one. Third one? Third one. No poppies, though. The hell? Well, I think we're gonna have to finish the episode now. We've started. Oh, we started on the wall, and we didn't get the wall finished. I'm kind of upset about that. I gotta move the dirt wherever I can move the dirt. I don't know where I can move the dirt, therefore I do not have an idea where to move the dirt. And we're starting on the plans for the baseball diamond. I think that's a good place to put that. The outer wall has to be near enough, but not too near. Maybe we can move it a little closer if we have to. We have to count the stands, and so the stands are going to be part of it. So we'll probably move it out to here or something. But when we do, well, I guess we can move it out to here, maybe about here or something. And that gives us a little space over here so we can have, well, this is where the main exercise area is going to be. But we haven't worked all that out yet. We might put in tennis courts and stuff. I don't know yet. Imagine what a tennis court would be like if you had, if you could have a huge tennis court that was the size of a football field. All right, well, we're done with the episode. There's more to come, and hopefully by next time I'll have shaders working, and if not, then I won't. I don't know what we'll have working. I didn't... Oh, that's right. There's stuff that happened in other areas, and I haven't mentioned them yet. Like, somewhere in that direction, I'm forgetting where exactly, but I think it's in that direction somewhere. There's like a... I think this is it, actually. There's a thing up there, and I've extended... It's from the old, the original Zero map. The original Zero map, but it's like a platform at 128, and I've been extending it out, but I'm not finished extending it out. It was just something I was bored. I was just bored like crazy working in this area. All that just breaking stuff, you know, with a somewhat inadequate, shapeless, getting sick of it. And so, yeah, that was... Anyway, never mind that. We're going to Well, yeah, we're not done with that old Zero area and the later maps and the earlier maps. We're not done. Everything will get done. Oh yeah, it wasn't Zero. It wasn't the original Zero map. It was the I call it Warcraft 3. It's Wazcast 3. But the Zero map, yeah. Well, we got a lot of maps. they all end up here after a while. And so we'll see what happens, and we'll also see you next time. And thanks for watching. Next time will be either QBiz or Hightail. I forgot which, but we got to do both. We're ready to do both. We'll do them as soon as physically possible. Probably do one tomorrow or Saturday. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, bye-bye.